fuck it, why the hell not? Hey there, everybody. So, I am HyperFanboy. Shit, I did not mean to drop that. Fuck. So, yeah, I'm gonna put those over there for now. And, yeah. Let me just... Okay, so... You guys officially know what I look like now. Yeah, well... I figured I may as well just do something like this, because this channel, a lot has happened with it that I was not expecting. So, what I wanted to talk about was the whole reason, like, why I did this channel and what my goals were with it. So, I started this channel back when the change the channel controversy stuff was still ramping up and all that. And one day I was stumbling across everything. I saw Venom's documentary and everything and all that shit. And then one day I came across If You Smell randomly. And a couple other people that were really, really supporting them. Channel awesome. So, what happened was I saw If You Smell's video, and I thought, holy shit, is this dude trolling or is this dude for real? I honestly, I still don't know to this day. There was an account up that claimed that they were If You Smell. I don't know if they're real or not. They had their face covered up, but I'd like to believe that If You Smell is a troll. I'd like to, but he's still frequently uploading, and yeah. But anyways, on to the backstory here. So I started this channel to poke fun at If You Smell, but I wanted to convince people at the same time that I meant what I was saying, mainly because I wanted, Adam to think that he actually had a supporter on his side. And it seemed to have worked. I mean, here, if you take a look, almost all of these hate videos that I've made towards others have quite the large amount of dislikes. Fuck, honestly, I'm kind of surprised that this channel wasn't terminated. The maniacal force wielder buys Cathal Carson as a sex slave? What? How is this even... Oh, well, at least it's age restricted. But yeah, anyways, so what I started off doing was I made little response videos to Cinematic Venom and the Irritated Critic. Those are the only two that I really knew all that well, or that I talked to, or I didn't start talking to them until after I did this, but for some reason I was more invested in their videos than I was in any of the other Change the Channel people. And yeah. And then once my videos started getting more of a reaching, I started going after some of my haters, like Drew Pickles is swell, who is actually, who I actually am no longer an enemy with, and I would actually like to become friends with. And then the maniacal force wielder, he's a frequent commenter. And yeah, all of these videos that I made, they're all just meant to be jokes, in case it wasn't clear enough. Yeah, no hard feelings, guys. I promise. And So, what I wasn't expecting, like, I was expecting everybody to come and flood the channel with hate like crazy, but I was not expecting it to get a sharp turn in the other direction. Because for like the longest time, I had 0 subscribers, and then after Cinematic Venom made his video, just everything changed after that. I was not expecting that one bit. And the way that people found out about these videos was like ad or Rob and Zach, they would not have found out about these videos if I did not send them links to it from my personal Facebook. And once Zach found out about it, I told him that it wasn't me and it was someone else. And so he made a video, and I enjoyed it, even though he took it pretty seriously. I still enjoyed it, you know. And then after that, Rob made his video. I remember the day that video came out. It's fucking I woke up one day and I saw a video called Channel Awesome Has Won, right? And so I was thinking, holy shit, this has to be about HyperFanboy. And then I look at the thumbnail, I look closer, and it was with the HyperFanboy channel, and he went after it. And before I actually watched the video, I actually went to go and look at HyperFanboy, the channel, and I saw 50 subscribers, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Because I was honestly a little bit disappointed. I was expecting Rob to just lampoon my ass. And just, although to be completely fair, I barely made any legitimate points, like, at all, which was kind of on purpose, you know. So it's not like Rob really had much material to work that off of. But what he did was he would constantly talked about how great of an actor I was. And so after that happened, I was just like, okay, you know what? I can't keep it going. I had to admit it to him because that really meant something. Being told that I was good at acting, because it's something that I've been told I'm good at by quite a ton of people. So, you know, it really meant a lot. And thank you, Rob, and everybody else who thought that I was a good actor. Thank you. And so after I did that, and after everything happened, I made a response to him, which is currently my most popular video, with 81 likes and 31 dislikes, and I was surprised to see people actually liking it, and I was trying to keep the character going during that, and people were leaving nice comments onto the video, and I would reply to them with HyperFanboy, and I would be the exact same self that I was right there. Like, here, let me, congrats, a shit poster deserves subs from that purple funk. And I had HyperFanboy say, are you being serious or is this just sarcasm? You better tell me and quick, you motherfucker, because I can do things to you. Wow. And yeah, so after that happened, I was like, you know what, everybody thinks I'm a troll, and you know, I may as well play along with the joke instead of continuing to be, you know, a complete prick, because that's exactly what I was doing. And I felt bad at first when because a lot of the comments that I got on my most popular video were from Drew Pickles is Swell. He commented on, or he replied to quite a few of the comments that I got, in that video, and I felt bad because he still had a grudge against me, and he was just not playing along with the joke like everybody else was, and I just felt bad because I liked Drew Pickle's content, and I'm glad that we were able to patch things up, and I hope that we can become friends, Drew Pickles. But yeah. Also, if you smell, went and made a couple videos about me, which I then decided to respond to. And those are probably my favorite out of all the HyperFanboy videos. That next to the Mario Kart gameplay. And, if you smell decided to respond to them, and he was both complimenting me and insulting me at the same time. Like, he could never state whether or not he was truly on my side or anything, and that's just kind of the personality that he has and all that. And it's just really, really not a good video from him. And the fact that he took almost everything that I said like so serious, and he thought like that I needed help and stuff without looking in a mirror first. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm spacing out a lot. I'm not used to this sort of thing. And that is actually a really funny story, because there was also this other channel called the Fist Fox Legacy, which I couldn't tell if it was If You Smell or not. I wanted to doubt that it was If You Smell because it had actual editing, which, if you've noticed from If You Smell's videos, there's none of that shit. And I found out that he was actually the guy that convinced If You Smell to change his name, because he knew what his personal name was, even though he stated it in one of his earlier videos. And changing your name to your personal Facebook or your personal name on YouTube is not a good way to go around that. And so what this other guy, Fist Fox Legacy, did was he threatened to expose If You Smell's identity to everybody, and he didn't want that to happen, I guess, because it was confidential for some reason. I don't know. It was all just really confusing, and I didn't understand it up until the very end. But he apparently made both of his videos about me because of that, because of what Fist Fox Legacy did. And then after that, Fist Fox ended up saying that he rolled along with the joke, and that was the end of that. And he was no longer If You Smell, and he went on to be Cinematic Carnage instead. And so I decided to play along with the joke a little bit more by making some little cartoony comic videos and stuff like that. And people seem to really like those, I mean, they're not really meant to be like highly edited and perfect YouTube videos. This whole channel was just meant for fun. But I'm really glad of what came out of it. And after all of that stuff with Fist Fox and If You Smell, he finally decided to catch on and realize that I was faking all of it. Even though I made it completely obvious at the very beginning of my first video about him. God, how many videos is that? Oh, geez. I only have like 27 videos on this channel. And yeah, after that, he made a few more videos about me that I don't really remember. Like, is he really with Channel Awesome and all of this crap? And I just thought it was so funny that he was taking my videos that seriously. And the fact that he actually cared about what I had to say just because I was somebody that pretended to be on his side. And then he made a whole bunch of other videos going after really much smaller people. Like he went after my good friend Trashhead here. He went after him. Fucking Trashhead is a whole nother story altogether. Like Trashhead is like my main inspiration to keep this channel and to not, you know, give it up anytime soon. I mean, I probably will not be uploading that many videos anymore. I don't know what to do with this channel, but Trashhead decided to make a video about me, and then I commented on it, and he was not expecting me to give him such a relaxed and thoughtful comment. So then he made an apology video, which he really did not need to make. And then Trashhead, his most popular video is it's just a fantastic animation called Paint. It currently sits at 689 views, which is unacceptable to me because it deserves like at least 100,000. And if you're watching this right now, share the video out. Please just help Paint get out there more because it's a really good video and it deserves attention. And yeah, honestly, I don't know what else to say. You know, it's pretty much the whole history with this channel. If you guys liked my videos, then I'm really glad for that. I'm glad that I actually got 200 subscribers. I did not expect that at all. But honestly, at the same time, I'm disappointed because I wanted to be worse than If You Smell, not better. I wanted people to hate HyperFanboy more than any of the other channel awesome or change the channel haters or those people. I wanted to be the worst of the worst. That just everybody dislike bombed the video. Like I wanted them to have 0 likes on it, and quite honestly, I would, if you were to dislike this video instead of liking it, I would prefer that, but instead it ended up doing better, and I I made one back and made thumbnails for some of these older ones. Why? But yeah, I'm still pretty happy with the comments that I got, with all the people ended up saying that I was good at acting and good at drawing, and that means a lot. And thank you guys. What else should I talk about? And I'm also running out of material with stuff to make videos about because making fun of Channel Awesome, it just doesn't, it's not fun anymore, Like, I mean, ever since his review of The Wall came out, that changed so many things. Like, I'll make fun of that to day and back, but honestly, it's not that much fun to make fun of Pink Floyd's The Wall review by the Nostalgia Critic because so many other people already have. And the whole change the channel thing, it's completely dead. And I honestly would prefer that it stayed that way because of what ended up happening with other people in the change of the channel movement, which I will not be discussing here, but it's mainly just the lack of material to make videos. I mean, honestly, if you guys have any requests for videos that I should commentate on, because I try to be a funny as funny of a commentator as I could possibly be. And if you guys have suggestions for videos that I would have something to say about, I'm optimistic and I'll definitely check them out and all that stuff. And I'm glad that you guys are all still subscribed to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I guess there's one thing I could talk about. How did I come up with the HyperFanboy character? Well, honestly, it literally took like no effort to come up with. Like literally, where's my pen? Okay. Like no effort, just oh fuck. I'm recording myself drawing, so just do this and boom, HyperFanboy. I'm honestly surprised that I stuck around with this character design and that I let it evolve into what it is today, because this is not what my cartoon counterpart looks like. It looks like this. This is how I normally draw myself. Now, a super rushed comic that I made about a year and a half ago that I thought would be funny. Just as an extra treat. So this comic is called How to Ruin Someone's Day. I'm going to poop on this guy. Why is there shit all over me? Well, let's see. Who else is here? Nobody. So it had to be me, so you're dumb after all. I knew it. Why did you do that? Did you seriously just say that? Obviously, because I hate you, dumbass. Dude, just leave me alone, please. These are kind of bad examples, because the drawing's not all that great. Hey man, you should grab me a beer. But you're driving. Was driving. I'm sitting back here with you now. I guess you're right. Here's your beer. Thanks. Feel like maybe I should do HyperFanboy comics some more, because HyperFanboy has lived on kind of in the same way that this one has. Although it doesn't hold a candle to my other cartoon version, because that one I've been drawing myself like that for about almost 10 years now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And honestly, I feel like I've been sitting here rambling for way too long, and I probably just confused the hell out of everybody, but you guys know what I look like now, and I feel like that's about all people are going to get from this video. But yeah. So anyways, to wrap things up, thank you guys all so much for being such good sports about everything, and to all the people that I've made videos about, if I offended any of you, I am terribly sorry. I know I made a video about the offender, and he's seemed to have been ignoring me a lot lately, and if the offender still has problems with me, I'm sorry, and I hope that we can become friends somehow. And anybody else that still has a problem with HyperFanboy, please don't. They were only meant to be jokes. And if you guys want, if that video that I made about you, the offender, if you want me to take it down, I totally will, because I don't want you to have any more bad feelings about me. And honestly, the only one that I want bad feelings with is If You Smell. So yeah, anyways, make sure that you're subscribed or unsubscribed to Trashhead, not me, Trashhead. And I will see you whenever I decide to make a video again. Yeah. Say goodbye, Rowlet. You're a toy. Toys don't talk.